Hi, this is Cousin Russ. Continuing with our genealogy do-over at the end of week one, I have not done any research. I've been doing some organizing and updating um, my library. I did a couple on my book library, but now I'm going to not talk about a tip from a reader. I'm going to talk about managing my file folders. It's pretty simple, or at least I try to keep it simple because I'm kind of simple-minded. And I'm going to manage my files with Excel. And that just happens to be the program of choice. I could do this online at Google Sheets, but that's for a different topic. I have four simple columns. One is called folder. That's the label that's going on the folder. I have my folders categorized because I try to keep the categories together in a file cabinet, but I want to label them. So when I pull a folder out, I know where it goes back to, and the categories I've filtered them so the only categories that are on the screen right now are my resources, resources being documents that I have. If I had people, it would be my normal, I'll call it file naming convention, that is by surname. If it's a female, birth surname. So it would be in this column right here. The category for the people would be people, but this I have a specific job that I want to accomplish today, and it's a resource. And I'm going down to Philadelphia next month, and I've got a folder of resources that resource plan what I want to do when I go down and do some research at the Genealogical Society of Pennsylvania. I've got a folder, and now I want to label it, and it's going to get put back in my file cabinet when I come back. So I'm going to label. I've got the categories resources, and it's gone into my cabinet, and all of my resource folders are in the first shelf. This next column is called label. And if I already have it labeled, it says good. In this case, I need a new label, and that's my purpose right now. So again, I manage all of my files using this spreadsheet, and they're all in category and where they're located and whether they have a label or not. So I'm going to close that and go back here, because now I want to talk about how I manage all of these. I've managed them with Excel, but I want them. I want all the physical folders labeled. And attached to my computer is a Brothers P-Touch LQ500. I'll put that in to the posting when I post it. It's a Brothers P-Touch QL500. And it comes with a program called P-Touch Editor. And it's opened, and in the upper left-hand corner, it says I've already got my labels laid out, but it's connected to a database. So when I click on open, it's going to give me a list of labels that I've already created. Now, the specific label is new 1203. That it's a new label that I started, that I've been using since I've started my labeling system. I've been doing this for a while, but it's a label that the file name contains the label number. So when I go to the store or order it online, I want the P-Touch label 1203. And when I click on that, it's giving me a sample of what that label might look like, and that's the format that I want. The folder name is on the top line, and the bottom, uh, not so large, is the category. Now I'm now going to open that, and it is in fact linked to my Excel spreadsheet. And there is my Excel spreadsheet. And it's got all of my categories and where it's located. But I only want to label any, I want to create new labels. And I had in that category, or in that label column that I mentioned, I used the word need. So here are all the labels that I need to make, and the one that I want to create and print right now is GPS Philadelphia next trip. So what I'm going to do now is click print and make sure that it says marked records, and I only have that one record marked, which is GSPA next trip, and I click print, and you can't see it, but the printer, which is right next to me, has printed that label for me. So quite simply, that's how I manage my labels. I use Excel for the file names and where they're located. If I don't remember where a file is located, it's in Excel, and I just I can sort and do everything, sort and filter in Excel. And this is not a class on that, but I manage my file folders with Excel, and I make new labels. The nice thing about that is they all look exactly the same. And it gives me the label, the file folder name, and the category. And if I know where the categories are in the file cabinet, it's easy for me to put it back where it belongs. So that's my managing my file folders for the genealogy do-over. Okay, thank you, and have a great day.